Pokemon Soul Silver was released all the way back in September of 2009, and has solidified its place as many fans' favorite entry in the series. I've played through this game many times before, but never quite like this. First of all, this is a Nuzlocke with all the normal rules included in a Nuzlocke, but there are a few additional rules as well, which are no items in battle, set mode, and I added a level lock. This level lock just restrains me from bringing in a Pokemon with a higher level than the next gym leader's highest level Pokemon. So as an example, the first gym leader, Faulkner, has a level 13 Pidgeotto. Entering that battle, I cannot bring a level 14 or higher Pokemon. And since this is Nuzlocke in a day, I am allowing the usage of rare candies. Cause let's be real, grinding just takes time and no skill, and you don't want to watch me battle the same Pokemon for hours anyway. This is Pokemon Soul Silver Randomizer Nuzlocke in a day. I started my journey by talking with Oak and naming myself 9th. When I was asked to choose a starter Pokemon, my options were Ponyta, Milotic, and Dunsparce. In my 2 failed attempts before this run, I chose Milotic, so this time I wanted to change it up and go with Ponyta. So I did just that, I named him Ponyboy. After speaking with my mom and this old man, I made my way up to see Professor Oak and get, the parcel. I had to fight this random mysterious man on my way back, and I beat him and I called him loser, because he's a loser. Lyra gave me some Pokeballs, and then I went and caught some Pokemon on these routes. I caught a Gligar, named him Gobstopper, caught a Togepi, named him Tony, I caught a Sparrow and named him Chickpea, and then I caught a Pelipper and I named him Oil Man, because he's got all the oil. And then I caught a Venomoth and named him Mothman. I know it's not super creative, but neither is Tony. Like, come on. Then I caught a Perugly. This thing really is ugly. I called it Teeth because I feel like it probably has ugly teeth. Then I used my last ball on this Chimchar with the hopes of catching it, and I did. Got him. I called him Luffy because he's Monkey D. Luffy. The Sprout Tower boss was a complete cakewalk, and then it's on to the first gym leader, Faulkner. Faulkner was also kind of a cakewalk. He didn't take any knockouts. His Pidgeotto was a little bit of a problem, but we beat it, so who cares. In Union Cave, I caught a Tentacruel and named him Mandarin. And then I managed to catch a Milotic, which was pretty cool because that was the, starter that I skipped, that I just didn't get. So I named him Coulda Been, but then I misspelled it and named him Cola Ben. So that's his name, Cola Ben. Made my way through Slowpoke well, defeating all of these grunts and then just destroying this leader. After that, we made our way over to the second gym leader, Bugsy, which last time that I played this run, right before this run, Bugsy absolutely obliterated me with that Scyther, which we OHKO this time with Ponyboy. Ponyboy held no punches, we just destroyed Bugsy this time. Leaving that city, we ran into Loser again, and he's still the loser. He got completely destroyed. In Ilex Forest, I found and caught a Delcatty. I named it Starmie because that makes sense. After spending far too much time on that Farfetch'd puzzle, I go and caught a Nidoking on the next route, which is insanely cool. I named him Classic because, it's a classic Pokemon. What do you want me to say? On Route 35, I encountered a Manaphy, and I was like, yo, I was super hyped. And then I couldn't catch it because it went through every single one of my Pokeballs. So that's a sad anime death for you. I went to get more Pokeballs, and on the way, my egg hatched, which was pretty cool, and it turned into an Executor, which is super on brand. I like it. Then I caught a Huntail at the National Park. I named him Trail Mix. Next was Whitney, one of the scariest gym leaders of all time. The Clefairy was fodder, but then came Miltank. You'll probably remember this Miltank. After switching around a bunch, none of my Pokemon could get through its defenses while it healed almost every other turn. I lost Teeth, then Luffy. Luckily, Oilman was able to finish the job. But yeah, that was a big loss. After that, we had to recoup some Pokemon, so I went and caught a Shroomish, and then I caught a Wobbuffet. Wish I could have caught one of those cool Pokemon down there, but instead we got an Igglybuff in the Burn Tower. But it's all good. We're in Ecruteak City now, by the way, so yeah. I did catch that Igglybuff, by the way. I named him Dream, because, I don't know. On Route 38, I encountered one Whoopie boy. I caught him. I called him Ant. I had to fight my rival again, and once again, I kind of just destroyed him. I mean, his name Loser, it's accurate. And just like that, we're here with the fourth gym leader, Morty. Hey, where's Rick? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, yeah, we make pretty quick work of this guy. Tromix just OHKOs every one of his Pokemon with Bite. It's as simple as that. And now we're headed down to Alvine City. Get to run into our rival, but he doesn't do anything. He's kind of just like, hey, I suck. And then, yeah, that's it. Then we're to the lighthouse, and everybody in here sucks too. I beat them all. And now we get to go be Jasmine's errand boy, which I guess is fine. Let's go to Cyanwood. On the way, I do get a couple of captures. I caught a milk tank, I named it Witty, and then I caught a Scizor and named him Lemon Man. Once I made it to Cyanwood, I got the secret potion from Unnamed Man, and then I battled the Suicune Man himself, and I won. No casualties, easy peasy. Now it's time to face Chuck, the 5th gym leader. I felt pretty ready for this gym, but it didn't go exactly as planned. I whittled down Primeape a bit, but then before I could finish him off, he switched out after healing. Poliwrath got me with Hypnosis, then took down Chickpea. Oilman took down the Poliwrath with relative ease. But then Primeape set up a bunch of double teams, making it so I missed over and over and over again. Freckles was taken out. Then Mothman. Fortunately, Colaben was able to narrowly claim victory. I managed to get the Storm Badge, but at what cost? And this is the cost, man. Feels bad. R.I.P. Mothman, R.I.P. Chickpea, and R.I.P. Freckles. You'll be missed. But on the brighter side, I finally get to battle Jasmine now. Back-to-back gym leader battles. Let's go. Magnemite was fodder. Easy peasy. Then for Steelix, the ace. I hit a lucky burn right off rip, which made this battle a piece of cake. The rest of the battle was pretty effortless. I obtained the mineral badge. Shout out Hank. Next I went and caught a couple Pokemon. I caught a Pinsir, I named him Doug Judy. Then I caught a Fortress, I named him Tummy. And then I wanted to catch this Clefairy, and I killed it. Whoops. And then I caught a Surskit, I named him Biscuit, because it's kind of close. Then I got a Geodude named Dudley. I don't really like this guy. But this guy, I like this guy. And then my game decided to glitch out like crazy. I mean, what are these sprites? Some are like kind of Pokemon? I don't even know. This was crazy. I just reset my game though. But before I did that, I had to check out the Gyarados. And dude, what is this? Like, what even is this? And I did randomize static encounters. So yeah, we're getting a Larvitar, not a Gyarados. I am catching this guy though, by the way. And I caught him. Hey. I went with Lance back to the Mahogany Town and got into some trouble with Team Rocket. My encounter in the base was insane, but I couldn't catch it. Feels bad, man. Big feels bad, man. I missed 2 legendaries in this run. I can't say feels bad, man enough. Give me an F in the chat. I finished the Rocket stuff and got HM05, which is cool. Let's go on in the game. Time for Price, the 7th gym leader. First up was his Seal, which was quite annoying, using rest every waking turn for like 5 real life minutes. I mean, this thing was so annoying actually. It just kept attacking and it would wake up right as I would kill it and use rest. Cool, right? Chipotle did manage to finish it off finally though. Next was his Piloswine, but fortunately Lemon Man crushed his Piloswine, leaving only Dugong left. I chose Classic to deal with his Dugong. Unfortunately, his double kick was not enough and he went down. I knew what had to be done. It's time for the Tummy Gambit. And it worked like a charm. R.I.P. Tummy, but you served your purpose. You did well. And you know what that means? A sad day indeed. Goodbye, Classic. You're one of my favorites. And goodbye, Fortress. Tummy, you did your job. Honestly, I couldn't have asked for any more. Off to Goldenrod to do the rest of the Team Rocket stuff. I got suited up, then it's off to the radio tower. As fast as I got suited up, I got suited down, then had to fight some grunts. Yeah, they were all easy though. Then for Petrol, the only admin in the place. Coughing who? But yeah, then he brought out his wheezing, and that was a problem. It exploded and took Oilman's life. At the cost of Oilman, we did obtain the basement key. Oilman is too precious to be released, and it didn't want to go, so I just have to put him in the dead box. He's just in a different box, you know. Another run-in with Loser, and this time it didn't go exactly as I wanted. I did lose Chipotle, a really unfortunate curse, but that is how it goes sometimes. So RIP to Chipotle. After clearing that, we got the card key, and then I went and fought Proton. Proton was pretty easy, didn't take in a single knockout, so that's pretty good. One more admin before the big boss. Ariana Grande didn't really do too much. I kinda just won. I beat her Arbok, then Murkrow, and finally her Vileplume. Now for Archer, the big boss. Starmie made quick work of his Houndour, but a 0-turn sleep laid waste to Starmie. The rest of his Pokemon posed little threat, but still, Starmie was a sad loss. The worst part is it was a really easily avoidable loss. I could've just switched to Quagsire and then tanked the Firefang, so it's really unfortunate. Now that I can progress past Mahogany Town, I caught a Butterfree on the next route over, and then I caught a Natu in the Ice Path. Finally made it to Blackthorn City, and yeah, I'm gonna go catch some Pokemon. I caught a Lotad in Blackthorn City, and then I caught a Machoke, named Teddy down on round 45, right under the city. Since the next gym battle is a really tough one, the Kingdra's an absolute menace, I decided to go catch every Pokemon that I possibly missed in any routes or cities or anything. So that's just what I did. I caught a Nosepass, then a Wartortle, then a Mamoswine, and then this Pidgeot whirlwinded me away. I accidentally killed this Mawile. I caught a Nidoqueen, and then I caught a Walrein, which actually was sick. So a couple Pokemon I'll probably use for this gym. I felt more prepared than ever to fight Claire, the 8th gym leader. I had an amazing game plan, and I really thought everything would go perfectly. Then, one of my most pivotal members, the Wigglytuff, fainted against a gym trainer, not even against Claire. Now I have no electric move to take out the Gyarados. And I already used my Thunder TM on the Wigglytuff because I didn't expect this to happen. Now I'm bringing my A-team with just a few changes. Miltank is a terrible substitute for Wigglytuff as it doesn't even cover the same role. However, I'm just looking for a good Pokemon that can potentially take a hit or two. I don't have many great Pokemon in my box available at this point, so this is the team I'm going with. Dudley the Graveler is the most important Pokemon on my team, as I'm trying to recreate the same magic that the Tummy Gambit has done in the past. I've seen it work, and I'm really hoping it'll work. Now, Graveler does not have Sturdy, so we have to hope for a Hydro Pump miss, which is possible. It's just not something I want to bet on. The Gyarados put in far more work than I was expecting it to. It was able to whittle my team down to bare bones. Half my Pokemon are half dead, and I'm not even to the Kingdra yet. Witty did manage to take down the Gyarados, which is very good, but that's only the first step. With the Kingdra in front of me, I'm really starting to sweat. I don't have any Pokemon that can really deal with this Pokemon at this point. I really just have to go for the Gambit. I switched in Wide Dave to take the hit and just allow a free switch in for Graveler. Wide Dave actually managed to live, which is pretty good, but it faints immediately afterwards. I decided it's now or never, so it's time to go for the Dudley Gambit. However, the Kingdra does actually hit. Will it take it out? Of course it would. I wouldn't live that attack. Dudley is lost, and now I have no strategy. Trail Mix goes down, and then Witty goes down, and finally Knoxville goes down, leaving me whited out with 0 Pokemon left and the run's over. Could I have prepared differently? Yeah, probably, but there's nothing I can do at this point. The run was ended at the 8th gym, Claire's Kingdra took me down, unfortunate, but regardless, it was a fun experience. And I implore you to try Nuzlocke in a day. I hope you enjoyed the video. I worked really hard on it, so if you did, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. It really makes a big difference. I hope you have a great week. Goodbye.